Hey everybody, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and today I'm doing a subscriber request, and this one's kind of fun. I mean, they are fun. I mean, I like that. I like, you know, spur of the moment, listening to lyrics and musicality and all this stuff that I've never heard before, and you're on camera, and there's a comment section, which is a two-edged sword. But usually it's been going pretty well. Thank you very much, everybody. Some of you folks are really kind, and I'll even turn red sometimes. I'll be reading a comment. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's too nice. I can't handle it. Maybe it was a product of my upbringing that I'm not used to, you know, that. But anyway, thank you for that. I am doing Vince Gill's song, Look at Us, and we're actually going to get to see him performing, and it was from a number of years ago. From what I could tell, I haven't seen the video, but I just have a picture on my screen here. And the reason why it's kind of cool for me is that this was requested by an Aussie, all right? Australia, and in the comments, not in the comments, but in the analytics, YouTube tells us where the views are coming from around the world. Some countries are just blocked from, I don't know how it all works, but blocked from YouTube, you know, like, you know, you can imagine maybe China or somewhere, like that's not hard. But they're like English-speaking democratic countries that can't get YouTube or songs coming out of the States or something. I don't know. But Australia, you guys are definitely on the Richter scale. You're like around 1.5% of the views are from Australia, which I love seeing that. So Keegan Lehman Official requested this. That's the screen name, Keegan Lehman Official. Explain that screen name. You're an official of some kind. And my first thought is like, rugby? Are you like an official for rugby? Or is that, you know, Aussie speak for cop? Are you a cop? Let us know if you want us to know. I'm guessing because it's in your screen name, you're okay with us knowing. But you're also a singer and a pedal steel. You play the pedal steel, you said. So that really made me excited to do this song because I love pedal steel and I don't know this song. And you are a pedal steel player and a singer, you said. So now you have to comment. So shout out to you. Thanks for the recommendation. And here we go with Vince Gill. You're not going to go wrong with Vince Gill unless, of course, it gets blocked. But if you're seeing this, it wasn't. Here we go.
Look at us after all these years together.
They love this. There's a young man there.
After all that we've been through, look at us, still leaning on each other. If you want to see how true love should be, then just look at us. Look at you, still pretty as a picture.
You can see why his career went where it did.
Look at me, still crazy over you. Look at us, still believing in forever.
I'm pausing. Sorry to pause right before that next steel was to come in. I had to find a part here. Vince, all right, you hear his voice, and it's just this very, not just melodic, but eminently listenable voice, as we know. But for those who like don't know, like his guitar playing exceeds his vocalist ability, or whatever, however you want to word it. But like Eric Clapton invited Vince to one or more of Eric's like guitar fests that Eric does every couple of years. And I remember seeing an interview with Vince talking, and he said he was so honored that like Eric Clapton, because like when Eric Clapton calls, you pick up the phone. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be B.B. King when he was alive, and you pick up the phone when, you know, these kinds of people call. And Vince said he was so honored because when Eric got him on the phone, Eric said that, look, I've seen you, and you are a guitar player at heart. And this was Vince recounting the story, and he said, I was like so flattered and honored that Eric, who some consider to be the best guitar player, but yeah, he's certainly in the, top 5. I mean, most people think that, but one of the regarded this way, and that he would see that in Vince, not his beautiful silky voice, but the guitar playing. And that meant so much to Vince. And of course, he did the festival, or, you know, the collaboration, or whatever you want to call it, that Eric did. So that's important to know, that this isn't just, he's just not a pretty boy. He's not just a silky smooth vocalist. The guy's actually like maybe world-class guitarist. So there you go.
If you want to see how true love should be, then just look at her. In 100 years from now, I know without a doubt, they'll all look back and wonder how we made it all work out. Chances are we'll go down in history when they want to see how true love should be. They'll just look at us. Here's John Neely on that steel guitar.
There you go, Keegan Lehman, official.
Chances are we'll go down in history. And when they want to see how true love should be, they'll just look at us. When they want to see how true love should be, they'll just look at us. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Vince Gill, ladies and gentlemen.
They got flowers for him. Oh, man. When I see a sophisticated delivery of a song like that, that's what I think of. I think of sophistication. You know, in life, it isn't always what's being said. It's what's not being said. You know, when you look at a person, if they're a good listener, for example, you realize they have just as much to say as the rest of us, but they figured out listening is good. I'll hear what's going on, and then when I speak, you know, and maybe people don't even calculate it this way, but you know, when people speak and don't say much, you tend to listen more to what they're saying because you're not getting much out of them. And then when you look at a musical composition and you see the types of instruments being played, and not just how loud they're being played or quietly they're being played, the vocalist, you know, the voice is the, you know, their instrument, how softly or loudly or emotionally are they trying to push the song real hard. And this entire song from start to finish, there are some instruments, the way they're played, and a steel guitar is one of them. And it's not just because Keegan Lehman official, you requested it, but this is my sense anyway of the steel. The steel guitar just is there, and it just is. I mean, if you tried to push a steel too loudly, it wouldn't even be steel anymore, you know? And, you know, to me, the difference between Nashville pop, let's say, or pop country and this type of country is partly in how the instruments are allowed to just speak quietly for themselves or whether they're pushed on you. And this delivery from start to end, Gill, the way he sang, everybody was in sync. You know, the woman who was, you know, the backing vocalist on that just stayed in the pocket, and I have very little doubt that she could belt belt it out, but she just stayed there. And I like that. I like when things are just presented where there's a purity to each instrument just being able to present itself quietly, and you don't feel like backed up against the wall in any way. And that's a level of sophistication and maturity, and that everybody was in sync on that. I don't know how much rehearsal time they had. I'm guessing it was a fair amount, but all that said, that was just a gorgeous composition. So, yeah, there goes Vince Gill's Look at Us. Oh God, I gotta rate this song now. Woo! Man, I get so wrapped up in that. When I go into these songs, I am not thinking about rating them in the end. So it is spontaneous. It's based on feeling, thought, analysis. What do I project? Could this song be listened to in 10, 15, 50 years? Does it have some, you know, original content lyrically and all that? And lyrically, this was a simple song, so that wasn't part of it. It was just the whole presentation of a simple, common concept in songs everywhere. It's about love. Look at us. We'll go down in history as clearly a man in love. And if a woman sang it, it'd be about a woman in love. But and they were at where were they? At the MGM Grand. I think that's what those thingies said. At the Opry too. So I am going to give that a 9.2. That song will never go away. It's just not one that I could see mankind changing so much in the next 100 years. Maybe we will, I don't know, but that's just one of those songs that it's difficult anyway in my relatively vivid imagination. I can't see things changing so much that a song with that beauty about people, that would go away. I don't think people change that much over the centuries. I think feelings are feelings. And circumstances change, prosperity changes, nations change, geography changes, but technology changes. But people got a mind, a heart, it all comes together somehow, and there you go. All right, guys. Keegan Lehman official, thank you very much for that recommendation. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.